Welcome back, everyone. Our kitchen is full of expertise this morning. Chris Moore is here from the Knoxville Convention Center. He's going to be cooking, or he's going to be supervising. I'm not sure what you're doing, but why don't you introduce our other guests?
Sure. This is Cynthia. She's with us, and Melissa, and this is Dave, and they all work in the kitchens with us at the Convention Center. And we've been really busy putting together some food lately. We're taking advantage of the harvest season, and we've been trying to get some products that we can make and then use throughout our busy month coming up at the Convention Center.
Terrific. And you guys do a really neat thing that not many places do, and that is you have your access to your own produce and herbs.
What we do is we've got some of the landscaping around the building that our general manager, Mary Bogert, has asked us to utilize. So what we did is we got together with the different departments, and we have a little competition where we grow herbs. And then what we do in the kitchens is we take all the herbs that are produced, and we use some, and then we dry a lot of them so we can use them through the season. So it really works for us. Really
Terrific.
does.
So do you want to walk us through? We're going to do several different things here. So do you want to kind of get that started for us?
Sure. What I'm going to do is first what we've got here is a recipe that we've been making with some of the great tomatoes. You know, it's been rainy and a lot of tomatoes are coming in a little awkward looking.
Yes.
So what we've been doing is figuring out ways that we can transform those into something we can use. And one of them is a tomato jam. So I'm going to ask Cynthia to just talk us through this tomato jam real quickly.
Okay.
If you would, Cynthia.
Sure. What I've done is I've put some cider vinegar, apple juice, brown sugar, a little cumin, cayenne pepper, salt and pepper, ground mustard, and allspice in here, and I've dissolved it. And then you just take about 3 pounds of tomatoes cut up.
Did you take the peel off?
I did. I blanched them a little and removed the peels. And basically you're going to stir this and cook this for about 15 minutes. And then you're going to add about 1 lemon that's sliced real thin.
With the peel and everything?
With the peel and everything. Because you're going to let this cook at a boil for about 15 minutes, and it's going to
get all
cook
that
up the
good
lemon,
flavor.
and it's just going to make a really great jam, and you can put it on your pork like we're going to be doing, and many other things.
Oh, that sounds great. Okay, love that, love that. So
And
that's recipe number 1.
That's recipe 1, and what they're going to start assembling over here is this pork plate. We'll talk about that in a second. You can go ahead and start putting that together, David, if you would. Melissa made a really nice, this is a Granger County tomato and basil vinaigrette, which we're going to use to garnish that plate with. But another thing we do is when we buy a large amount of the end of season tomatoes, we take them and we cut them, we put a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper and herbs, and then we'll put them in an oven on a low heat and oven roast them, and we end up with something like this, just oven roasted tomatoes.
Oh, those look amazing.
They're really concentrated sweet flavor, and we can use those on our dishes well into the next few months. So it really turns out to be a nice way to do something local.
How do you store those? Do you can them, or do you freeze them? Or?
Well, actually what we have is a little machine called a cryovac machine, and what it does, it takes all the air out and it puts it in a little plastic bag.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then we keep them refrigerated so we can make sure that we don't have any health department challenges.
I've seen some of those. You can get those for home use, the sealers.
And they're a little pricey, you know. So this way it's a little bit less expensive, and just the flavor, you can't beat it. But so let me take you over here to this plate we're putting together. Basically what we did is we have a Benton's bacon collard greens that Chef John, he's out in the background over there, helps us with. And what we did, Dave has made some of these grits as well, and we have this pork that's been bacon wrapped, and what we did is we roasted it, served it with our cheese grits, and then Melissa took some of that nice tomato vinaigrette as a garnish, and then on top of the pork is some of that nice tomato jam that we just finished. So you get a little bit of that sweet, a little bit of savory, and of course we've been playing around a lot with local and regional, and then trying to source as many of our ingredients locally and regionally.
That is really the hot thing now, isn't it?
It really is. It makes so much sense. I mean, you think about what it's saving the community. It helps our local community, bolsters that, and then just for energy waste. I mean, you think about what it takes to move stuff around.
To transport things across the country.
And then refrigerate it at different spots. You know, if you really calculate it out, it's mind-blowing how much energy it takes to move product around. So the more we can do this, the better for us and the better for our community. So we're very engaged in that process.
Let's talk a little bit about what the Convention Center offers. I know you all do big events, but you also do smaller things and weddings, and so You can provide food for all those things, right?
When you look at the outside of the building, you probably wouldn't imagine some of the things we do. We do a lot of smaller groups with some have unlimited budgets, and then others are very restrictive. So we really just try to tailor our menus for the group, and it really ranges in size from 20 to 2,000. So, and it's a wide variety. For me as a chef, I think for us as a team, we really enjoy that. It's sort of like having many restaurants under one roof. We can change and adapt. I used to like being sort of a corporate chef, having a lot of different places. Well, here, it's like having many under one roof, so you don't have to travel, and it's all right there. So we get to change the theme. Our sales department, everybody that sets up the events for us, they really tailor the event to the group, and so it's really exciting for us.
How many people work on your kitchen, your kitchens?
It's funny. We only have a few. We have a small full-time and part-time staff. And then what happens is our facility just explodes with temporary and local workers.
Okay.
And so we have a big group. They all come in, and these guys become trainers, and they train little groups of folks through our big events.
Great job, everybody. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. We've enjoyed having you here, and I've learned a lot about this.
Thank you.
We are going to be coming back with a lot more after the break. Please stay with us.